What is going on, guys? Finally, we are back to normal videos. I apologize for the 2-month delay. I hope you guys enjoyed the house tour video as to the reason why I've been gone for so long. But now to start a new series, and this is something I have been itching to do for the last couple weeks. I've had the game for a while. Most of my stuff was packed, and I just finally got everything unpacked. As you can see, the room is painted. I have my dog down here freaking out that I'm talking so loud. But we are here for Road to the Show. I have been so anxious to play this. I've seen a couple YouTube videos on how it starts out, so I know we get pretty much thrown right into it. Yeah, I don't want to have to like create my ball player, but like we're gonna skip forward through all of this. I'm not gonna bore you guys with the creation of my ball. Actually, I think it already did this. Maybe I've already done this. Anyways, we are ready. I'm so anxious to find out where I might go, and what might happen. But I don't really know where I go from here. I don't have anything, so I hope you're enjoying the face cam too. This is my first time trying a face cam / PlayStation video.
A young prospect shares his expectations with a former coach.
Okay, Nick, have you been talking to any particular team? I just want to play ball for the club that wants me the most. There's one team I've heard from more than a couple of times, or not really, but I know what type of club I'd like to play for. So this is where you basically tell your agent, hey, I either want to play for this team or I want it to be random, and we're here for the randomness. I just kind of want, I don't really care. I want any team that wants me to play for them. So what's your no favor on pinning your hopes on? No, sir. This is one organization I'd love to hear. No. Okay. No, sir. It's probably the best. Not yours to decide anyway. All right. Before I hit right, because I think it might launch me into the next thing, just want you to know this is about as far as I watched up to where people get drafted. So I don't really know what happens after the draft process. I did hear something about a pitcher and like field player duo, like what the guy for the Angels is doing. I really don't know his name. I haven't been following baseball too much, but all right. Now there's a continue. So let's see where we get drafted. This is the moment, the cinematic moment we've been waiting for.
Carlos,
There's a couple teams like I'd be upset about going to, but like for the most part,
know that if you perform, you will get the call.
For the most part, any team I'm down for. So I'm ready for this. I'm excited.
I'm checking the numbers. I'm talking to my sources and my scouts, and they're all telling me, hey, this could actually work.
Most of us mere mortals, when we were that age, we were barely chewing gum and walking at the same time, let alone playing the hardest game there is.
Let's see if he's pumping up mentally here to adapt. That's what good players do.
That dream of getting the big leagues is now becoming reality with that one phone call.
Who's thinking me? The Texas Rangers. We're going to Texas. Now, that's not one of the teams that I had just said previously that I'd be upset about. I'm okay with Texas.
Continuing our MLB Draft Day 2 wrap-up coverage, back to the prospect that we mentioned before the break. There was some surprise, even some criticism of the front office over how early he went off the board. Jonathan Mayo,
I haven't done anything.
What do you think of this pick?
Man, I don't think any of us saw that.
They felt like there were a couple other teams that were starting to sniff around this guy.
So I think we've gotten the point. I mean, I've seen that before, and if you guys really want to see it, there's so many videos that show the entire thing. But the bottom line is I'm a pitcher and a player. I'm in Double-A, as you can see. The Rail Riders, I think their Double-A team is, or Rough Riders or something like that. Club is intrigued at your potential as a two-way player. That's what I was about to say. You're a two-way player. You're a pitcher and a position player. Basically, I'm about to be picking my position as well as what kind of pitcher I want to be. But I do know for a fact that it's difficult. So we're just it's very complicated. You guys will see as we go. But basically, what they were saying in that scene that I skipped was that I should have been like a day 3. I should have been a later round pick, but I wasn't. And the Texas Rangers apparently took a chance on me as a two-way player because it's not something that you normally see. So, You mean pitching and position play. We're not going to force anything on you long term, but we'd like to get a look at you both ways for at least a few games. Sure thing, Skip. Where do you see yourself playing in the field? I'm definitely an infielder, and when I played baseball, I played baseball for 14 years in real life, 15 years maybe, I don't know. My favorite position, I was a second baseman. We'll give you one game on the mound and a couple in the field, and we'll touch base again. Okay, not a problem, coach. So I think this is going to jump me into one of my first games that might put me back in the dugout.
Rolling along with the podcast and back on the prospect who's divided the scouting community, I am opposed to this belief that he went too high. I really think he could be a steal here. This is a guy who's got so much development left to do. He's got so much potential. And I think all the scouts who are down on him think, oh, he's not a finished product. We don't know what he is. That, to me, could be a good thing. He can hit. He can field.
I appreciate this guy.
I appreciate this guy. Much untapped potential so far.
I appreciate you, my dude.
I'm excited to see
all right, we're playing our next game.
Certainly as he gets started actually playing, actually being in games, we're going to be able to talk to some other folks who get a better read on him and see what they think.
Let's review your pitch arsenal. Nick, is it fastball, changeup, curveball? No, that's kind of boring. I'm actually more inclined to become a pitcher. Oh, okay, so I can actually back out of pitching here, but those aren't my pitches exactly. Let's have a look at them. Okay, so I pitched a few times growing up, mostly little league stuff, and I sucked. I'm not a good pitcher, but I learned how to throw a slider, kind of. And I learned how to throw a fastball because that's literally it. So I definitely want to keep a 4-seam fastball in there. Actually, I might change it to a 2-seam fastball rather than a 4-seam. Because 4-seam is just kind of like throw it right down the middle. But if I throw a 2-seam fastball, I think that would make me a little bit more dangerous. So we're going to go 2-seam fastball. Is that the only one I can replace? Oh, I have to learn the pitch. So this is kind of interesting. I like Road to the Show. I know I ragged on the NFL. I ragged on the Madden career mode a lot. And this isn't perfect by any means. There's definitely a lot of different things that I think that they could do that they don't. But I do think this is interesting. I do think that they have changed a lot from last year because I did play Road to the Show last year. I just obviously didn't do any YouTube on it. But so I love how I'm not actually practicing these things. But there is sorry, I burped. Sorry, there's a lot of similarities to last year though, which I don't like. Stuff like the fact that it's not even having me practice this stuff. I've also seen that the iPhone game for the hitting practice is back, which is stupid. I think it would be more beneficial to actually like practice hitting rather than have it pretend you're playing an iPhone game. So there's a lot of weird pitches on here. Do I want to go like Mo and have a cutter? Because I'd be down for that. Splitter. You know, okay. So this is going to sound stupid. But with a cousin of mine growing up, we used to have like a little wiffle ball like series. It wasn't really wiffle ball, but it was like a wiffle ball series that we had together. And I always used to try to throw a splitter with the wiffle ball because it's a lot easier. So I'm going to put the splitter in the arsenal as a shout out to my cousin. He'll know if he watches this video. I highly doubt he watches any of my videos. But if he watches this video, he'll know who I'm talking about. So let's play next appearance. Again, it's simming us through most of April. I don't know when the actual season starts for AA. Pittsburgh claimed 23-year-old dude from Texas. So we just lost a pitcher. All right, so we start off first game of the season. We're batting third in the lineup. And I just realized I don't know what my settings are. I think I have it on the dynamic settings, which is another cool thing about MLB is that I don't know what other games have it. I think 2K might. But MLB has this setting where for difficulty you can set it on dynamic, where it starts you at a low setting, not necessarily like rookie setting, but at a low setting. And the better you do, the harder it'll get, or the worse you do, the easier it'll get. So I think that's what I have it on. I'm going to have to figure out these loadouts too for a future episode. But for now, this video is just about me getting drafted and me playing my first game for the team that drafted me, which happened to be the Texas Rangers. And I'm so excited. I want to make it to the show. I'd love to get the Texas Rangers a World Series. They have been kind of hosed in the recent past on World Series. I know they made it and lost to the Cardinals once, and I feel like they lost to somebody else. I can't think of who else they lost to, but they've had their fair share of rough rides in the playoffs. So I'd like to get to the show and help the Texas Rangers get to their first World Series appearance. So here we are in our first MLB game. We got Joey Gatto on the mound, which is funny. But this is what it does. It simulates, if you're not familiar with Road to the Show, it simulates till when you either have a fielding experience or when you're the next up to bat. So here I am, my first at bat. I'm wearing number 15 for the, I think we're the Rail Riders. I want to say that sounds correct, but I don't even know if it's correct. So the batting is veteran right now. That's fantastic. Oh, but he put it right down the middle, and I was late on it. All right, we got this.
Now a throw over, but the runner's back.
It was a good swing. He put it right down the middle. I mean, I'd have been mad at myself if I didn't swing at that.
The 0-1.
All right, good eye.
Good eye,
good eye. This is different. Like I'm used to like faster paced games and something to keep me talking most of the time. Oof, I shouldn't say that. But this game not quite as fast paced as you know. A lot of the harp on baseball is that it's not very fast paced at all. As I soft grounder. Come on. Oh, okay. Well, I get plus on the speed for getting the fielder's choice. It won't count as a hit in the books. It'll count as a fielder's choice. So I'm technically 0 for 1, but I reached base. Now, here's my problem. I suck at base running in this game. So this is probably something you're not going to see me do very often, but luckily our dude struck out, which, whatever. So we got our first at bat. We got on base. We didn't get a hit, so hopefully that'll come soon. But let's see if we get a fielding experience now. Our pitcher's getting rocked right now. And we do have our first fielding experience at second base. And we have a runner on first with 1 out, so we're looking to turn 2 here.
0-1, here it comes. Ground ball to second. This could be 2.
All right. Yeah, I didn't know if this was going to be the same or not. A little late on that.
On to first.
Oh, we got them both. Let's go. All right. I did not think he was going to get both there because of how long it took me to figure out. I wasn't sure if it was going to be the exact same as last year or literally every other year. Because I know there's like different settings you can do for it. So. All right, so I have 2 runners on, 1 out. This would be a great time for my first base hit. Get us a run on the board.
He's set. Here it comes.
Oh, that was it.
Strike 1 to start the at bat.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now.
I'm low on it. You can see like how I'm moving this. That circle in the bottom left corner. It's gone now, but it shows where you swing. So if I get under it, I'm actually under it and I'll pop it up. So you have to kind of adjust where you see the pitch going and decide whether or not you're going to swing all in this kind of second. And that was just...
Great pitch in that situation.
That was a great pitch in that situation. That's exactly what that was. Oh, there it is. Come on. Damn, right to him. That was a good hit, though. That was good contact. I'm proud of that. That's going to help with ratings, at least. It's going to raise, it's going to give me experience points, is I guess what I'm saying. But damn, right to him. That was a good hit. All right, so I'll probably get 1 or 2 more at-bats this game, especially the way this is going. I think there's a way to speed this up.
Stepping in once again.
All right, well, down 5-0. Once again, I got 2 runners on, but this time with 2 outs.
Runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th.
Wow, when they're off, they're off. Like,
couldn't catch the corner.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
oh my God, right to him again. That is so frustrating. That's 2 straight hits with perfect, like, good contact, good swing time. And hit it right to somebody. All right, we got first and second, no outs, so turning 2 would be ideal. I don't think I'm going to get the guy running to third, so. Oh, come on.
Liner towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman.
All right, well, good play. That's a solid play. That's just going to help with, again, with I can't speak today, guys. Have you
struck out in his last trip to the plate?
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't.
Can you tell it's been over 2 months since the last time I recorded a video?
No one likes to go down
Good
looking.
Lord.
Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this
All right,
Sunday.
once again. Oh my God.
And the 2-out threat
Oh, I didn't realize there was 2 outs. Could have gone to first. Whatever. Got the out. We're doing great fielding, so we have no errors fielding. We have made the right decision every single time. We've gotten us out of the innings that we need to. I'm going to be leading off in the bottom of the 8th. We're down fucking 10-0. Are we done? 11-0. And now we're leading off. Good Lord. All right, so our AA team sucks. Hopefully the actual Texas Rangers are doing better.
Hey, this is where you go up there and you just focus on doing your job. Turn the scoreboard off.
Oh, that was I looked over to make sure my time was good, and my timing was not very good. Oh, there's our first hit. There's our first hit. Let's go. Our first big league hit, our first professional hit, not big league, I guess. AA. We are 1 for 4 on the day, so we'll be batting 250 at the end of this, but our first hit, I am proud of that. I'm happy. That's all I wanted, at least. All right, we can extend our lead a little bit. This dude's not even playing us. Good job. Our cleanup hitter sucks, apparently.
Well, I'll have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call.
All right, we got an 0-1, so this is definitely going in play. I got to remember there's 1 out, so if it's in the air.
And gets the punch out.
Hit back up the middle.
Go. Oh, let's go. Let's go. We made it to second. Definitely should have been out there, but the scoring decision's a base hit, not even an error. That should have been an error.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Yeah, gotta go back. Go back. Jesus Christ.
Armenteros is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
All right, 2 outs. We got a 1-2 count, so this guy's probably about to strike out. I'm calling strikeout right here. Swing and a miss. I'm gonna go. I'm sealing. Go.
Runner breaks for third. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
Well, of course.
This one pretty well in the bag. We played 8 full. The Rockhounds are out in front, 11-0.
All right, so we're gonna lose our first, and the Rockheads have defeated the Rough Riders, not the Rail Riders. We're the Rough Riders. The Rough Riders lose 11-0 in our first game, but we got our first hit. I'm happy about that.
Offensive fireworks coming into the 8th inning.
And yeah, I mean, guys,
against you late in the game, it's really tough.
I really hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna wait for this dude to stop talking. Yeah, whatever. I can turn him on. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the first episode. We are drafted to the Texas Rangers. I'm so happy about that. As long the teams, I guess I'll let you in on it. The teams that I didn't want to get drafted to, I'm a Yankee fan. I didn't really want to go to the Yankees because a lot of times you end up getting traded. But Yankees would have been cool. I did not want to go to Boston. I'm sorry. Even if I started my career there and ended up getting traded, I didn't want it to be a part of my career. I probably would have backed out and redone it. I'm sorry. Sorry, Boston fans, but I would have done it. I didn't want to go to Baltimore not just because they're a rival with the Yankees, but because they have nothing. I got stuck with them last season when I did Road to the Show, and absolutely hated it. Like they were horrible, a horrible franchise, and I don't want to go back. So, Baltimore was the other one, and Toronto was the other one as well. Yeah, ironically, another rival of the Yankees in their division, but also it was because that was where I ended up getting traded to when I played my season last season, and I didn't want to do it again. I wanted something new. But as you can see, we were 1 for 4. We're okay with hitting. I would say we did pretty well for hitting. We were making solid contact. I'm gonna make sure my settings are all set, but that game went really well, so I don't really want to change too much. I have to figure out the whole loadout situation. That's a whole new thing with this MLB The Show, but I'm really excited for this season. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. Hit the like button if you did. This series is going to continue for a while, at least until I get my first ring, whether it's with the Texas Rangers or with another organization. I want a ring in the MLB. I didn't get to do it with Madden. I ended up quitting before we got to the Super Bowl, so hopefully I can do it in the MLB. But guys, hope you enjoyed. Have a great one. Peace.